Hello, I'm gonna talk about electronic games. Okay, so one of my favorite games is a game called Team Fortress 2. Stop. I like that game because I don't know, it's like it's an FPS, which means kind of a first person shooter, which means that it has a special camera angle that it's like it's pretty popular to have FPS games. And it's kind of like an action game. You just go and shoot people and kill people and take objectives and so on and so forth. Jag kommer inte läsa det där. I also like a game called Nuclear Throne, which is kind of it's also kind of an action game, but it has a lot more to do with strategy than the first game, because it's kind of like it gets really difficult later in the game, and it's really fast paced, and you need to like know everything you do and all the enemies' weaknesses and the strengths and how they fight and all that stuff to get past the game. And my friends also played those two games, and I don't really know why they enjoy them. I guess it's just because I don't know, they like shooting things. Vad är det? Sluta. Positive and negative aspects of this type of campaign. I think it's positive to play these games because, I don't know, it wastes your time, so you kind of, like, if you have a lot of time and you don't really know what to do with it, and you're, like, bored and shit, then you can just pick up a game and play it and be entertained for a while and have fun. Stop! You're making me... And, you can get really good at the game, and then you can get popular for that stuff. And people will like you for once. And the negative aspect, I guess you can get... I had... my brother got actually really aggressive because he played a lot of like action games and shooting games. But he's fine now. He's not aggressive. But I guess that's a negative aspect. You can get really angry at people if you take the game seriously and it doesn't go well for you, and yeah, you can get like really addicted to the games too, so that you spend your time playing the games instead of doing more important stuff like doing your chores or doing homework or whatever. So you should really refrain from playing too much games, or like getting too hooked on the games, to keep it like being a fun thing that doesn't really destroy, I mean, your health and your your homework and all the school stuff. Reasons why such games are played by adults as well as children. Well, it's I guess it's just fun for everyone. If a game is popular, I mean, if a game is good, then it gets popular with all ages, I guess. But I mean, adults and teens play different kinds of games. I mean, if a 40-year-old maybe plays like puzzle games or board games or whatever, while teens play like no story games with just action all over the place and just kind of, you know, those adrenaline... Stop! You know, just those adrenaline driven games and all that stuff, while adults are just like really boring. Simon, sluta för en gångs skull! The suggestion that electronic games for children should be banned. Some people say that they think games should be banned for some reason, and I don't really understand why. Simon, seriöst, jag kommer slå dig. Du sitter och ser ful ut. Seriöst. Okay, a lot of people, especially like adults and people that has like families and parents, they don't like the fact that their children plays games, and I can understand it from an aspect that it can get too addictive and you can play too much, and a lot of people do that and get like super addicted, and they only play games and spend their time on only games and nothing else. And then I would understand that like parents want to ban games and like make it a law that you shouldn't play games or whatever. But like games is an entertainment, so like kids and teens and all that stuff should be able to be entertained. And I mean, gaming is one of the most popular kinds of entertainment things that people do these days. And you can also have like these really cool games that are like really calm and don't really have that much action, that's just like have a lot of story instead, that you get like hooked on because it's so interesting or whatever. And I don't think there's really a downside to that either. Va? Simon sluta sov. So yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Dead.